Hey guys, and welcome back to another Teen Questions with me, Hollow. This one's back on Sunday. I don't really know why the last one was on Tuesday. I just kind of did a vlog, so it was just messed with the schedule a little bit. But we're back on Sundays once again for Teen Questions, and we have some more questions this time. Some interesting ones, some silly ones, the usual. Here is the evidence of my tea. Here we go. Someone asked, do I find that like really redundant or like annoying to do at the start of each episode? Honestly, I'd rather just like take a sip of the tea so it's audible for you guys, so you know I'm drinking tea, instead of what would happen if I didn't, which was a bunch of people asking where the fuck was the tea, you know, so yeah. But I might not actually have to deal with that problem anymore. Now, I've been streaming really recently, like constantly, and applying for, just trying to basically get enough viewers to get partnership with Twitch. So I've been like properly focusing on streaming recently, doing lots of some Hearthstone streams, interacting with viewers, taking some more time to sort of set up and make the quality of the streams much higher. And I've had some amazing feedback, and I actually had some donations go towards a webcam that's going to also bring in some high quality to the stream, and also I'll be able to use the webcam for these teen questions very lightly. The reason there isn't a face cam in these teen questions, like most of the time, there used to be at points, there used to be only face cam, for example, is because it's very annoying and inconvenient to set up an actual camera that I've got a camcorder. It's hard to set up, and it's also on a tripod, so it's like really hard to put in a comfortable position, and then it just basically means I have to put all the questions on my phone, and then I have to type out all the questions on my phone, and it basically triples the work it goes into making these videos. So obviously I don't do that. So with this webcam, what it would mean is I could just, you know, it's a webcam, it's set up on top of my monitor, it's already aiming at me, I just turn it on and go, you know. So that'll hopefully bring in some facecam back into Teen Questions. Maybe even we'll bring some facecam into certain series. Maybe you'll make some suggestions for that kind of thing. Who knows? And yeah, also on the streams, of course, facecam. So that's really awesome, and I just thought I'd tell you about it. So yeah, I'm kind of excited about that. Anyway, let's get on with the show, shall we? We've got our first question from, oh god, right, Panacea. Thanks for the pronunciation tip there. They like typed out how to say the name. Thanks. Anyway, they ask, what's your favorite hobby outside of YouTube? 100% definitely reading. I read a lot. I read all day, every day now. I read like 3 times a day. Usually some point just after, you know, when I'm waking up. I read at some point after I've eaten, you know, just to have a chill out and just read. I read before I go to bed, and probably in bed as well for like far too long. I love reading. I love trying to read and bring in new knowledge. I love reading about different stories. I like reading about our world as well. You know, knowledge is power, and you get a lot of knowledge from books, and books are a wonderful, wonderful thing. So yeah, definitely read. It's an amazing hobby. All right, next from Jack. What are your views on smoking? My views on smoking have varied over the years, but I've come to the conclusion that I'm at now. Basically, smoking is really bad for you, really bad for your health, but there is a positive to it. It actually has nicotine that relaxes you, right? That's, you know, it relaxes you. That's what it does. Although it's addictive, it relaxes you. And a lot of people do smoke to relax, you know? They find it at the end of a long day, or in the middle of their work shift, or on their break, you know, that kind of thing. And I kind of do the same, really, with tea. I drink it a lot less now with the amount of exercising I've been doing. I drink a lot of water because it's just, like, really hydrating, obviously. But tea I use to relax, you know. After my dinner, I just have a cup of tea, perhaps, or like now, you know, late at night, when I'm having like a evening snack or something, I just drink some tea to just chill out. When my work's done, I have tea, you know. Maybe in the morning to kind of like pick me up and wake me up, you know, the warmth and the taste is really nice. That kind of thing. And people smoke for very similar reasons. But the problem with smoking is that it has a very negative effect, which can cause lung cancer and the like of that. Now, that sucks. And it sucks that it's an addictive type of drug. But some people smoke just because they want to, you know? Maybe they just enjoy the relaxation. Maybe they know that ultimately you've only got a certain amount of time to live, and who cares about, you know, smoking, like, potential things that could happen. They just want to enjoy the there and now. Or maybe they just whatever, they just like smoking. At this point, you know, in this day and age, you can do whatever you want as long as you're not hurting anyone else, you know, as long as you're not affecting anyone else. So I think that if you smoke, that's fine. If you want to stop smoking, that's great. If you don't smoke, that's awesome. But just don't try and force your opinion on other people about it, you know? If someone wants to smoke, that's fine. Let them. That's their choice. It's not your choice. It's not your body. It's their body, and they can do what they want with it. And you can do what you want with yours. So ultimately, I think it should just get, like, I've seen some overreactions in my time to smoking. Like how when people found out Fluke smoked, that they were like, I don't view you the same anymore. I don't like you anymore. You're not the person I thought you were, just because he smokes. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. So I just like to point out that, again, your body is your own body. Their body is their body. You do with what you want with your body, and they can do what they want with their body. It's like that Lady Gaga song, okay? It's like that song, okay? Anyway, next question. From Kevin Burge. What do you think of Dreamhack Summer as the first full-scale Hearthstone tournament? Do you think it is viable esport? Yes, I think Hearthstone is going to be an awesome esport. I'm very impressed with how it's been doing. I'm really liking the tournaments. I kind of wish I could do it, but currently I'm like rank 5 on Hearthstone, and to be of a level that could do that, I'd need to be like pretty high up in Legend, I think. And currently I'm just not good enough for now. But yeah, the tournament, Dreamhack Summer, was really cool. I was really impressed by it. It was a little bit bullshit what happened with RDU and the person who messaged him, and Amaz, you know, losing. I really wanted either Reynad or Amaz to win, and I was really happy that one of them made it to the final, and I was really disappointed that Amaz lost, obviously. But yeah, there was some iffy stuff that happened, and ultimately the people to blame are either Blizzard for not making it so you can ignore or like prevent people from messaging you without removing all of your friends. That's ridiculous that you have to do that to stop people from messaging you. There should be a system where you can just like not receive messages for like a period of time, and you can turn that on and off maybe. That's awful that didn't exist. And also, yeah, maybe Dreamhack. Maybe they should have been like, okay, make sure your friends don't message you or remove them before the tournament starts, kind of thing. So yeah, that was a little bit bad. But overall, how it's all going, the current rules of the tournaments I really enjoy. Seeing both sides. The commentators are really interesting people. I thought like Admirable just wasn't that interesting of a player, but it turned out when he commentated that tournament, the Dreamhack tournament, I was blown away by how like innovative. Is that the right word? Yes, sure, we'll go with that. Commentating, you know, bringing different topics, being a little bit silly. You know, I've watched a little bit too many Hearthstone tournaments where the commentators are all on point saying useful things, but not one of them's making anything interesting in terms of entertainment value. Sure, I'm interested to hear their opinion on cards and what plays that you should make and stuff, but those little quips and jokes and, you know, things we can relate to are really interesting and keep you, like, paying attention, and I really appreciate that. It's really important to have a commentator who knows what he's talking about and tips, strategies and the like, and what kind of plays he think will happen, and also a commentator who's there for entertainment value, for a balance, you know? And Admirable was really good at being that balance. I was really, really impressed. I also really liked that they brought on the players to commentate on games that they weren't playing in. I was really impressed with that, and I really liked that idea, and I would love to see that in tournaments, because as me, if I was in a tournament, I would love to commentate over some games and also play in the tournament, because for me, I'm kind of split. I would love to be a professional gamer, but I would also love to be a professional commentator, and it's kind of a, you know, an issue for me, and I don't do either, obviously, but if I were, I don't know which one I would pick, you know? I don't know which one I would pick. So yeah, I'm really impressed with it. I think it could be a viable esport. I think it's doing well now. I want to see it do better, and I want to see more cool tournaments from Hearthstone. Really, really into it. Alright, next question from Peter Raptor. Nice last name. Hi Olo, I'm studying film at college, and because I admire you and your videos, I was wondering what your favourite film is and why. Thank you for the compliment, man. I'm glad you enjoy the videos. My favourite film is Limitless. I've said this a few times somewhere, but I'll say it again. Limitless. It's all about a character who is struggling in life, you know? Inspiration is not, like, easy to come by for them. They're, like, down on their luck. Things aren't going their way. And then they take this drug that, basically, you know that theory where your brain, you only use 30% of your brain, and basically, you know, that was disproved. Obviously, we used all of our brain. But it's in a world where you only use 30% of your brain. Like, all humans only use 30% of their brain to function as we do. And he accidentally takes this drug that basically unleashes the other 70%, and he becomes like the most intelligent person in existence in like an instant. And he also becomes addicted to the drug. And it's like this really interesting story about your potential as a human, the things you could do if you only try, if you're organized, you know. It was a very inspirational film to me, and I get a lot of my drive from that film. So if you want to, like, get some inspiration and watch a really fucking cool film, watch Limitless. It is really inspirational. That's all I can say. So yeah, that's my favorite film. Next question from Little Rose. Did you have a bad relationship through high school? What did you do to get over them? So there was one person who I had like a crush on for the longest time, and they ended up asking me out, and I was like blown away, and we had like this little while of just being in a relationship, and I was really, really happy. But the problem was I just wanted, like, I don't know how to explain it. I was like 13, okay? I was 13 and I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know what love is. I definitely didn't know what love is. I was infatuated. I think that's the right word. I was infatuated with this person, and then we ended up together, and it was really awesome for me at the time. And then, you know, it ended, and I was really cut up about it because, you know, it wasn't mutual, and I still really liked her. And then throughout all of my high school, even though I had like other girlfriends throughout like the years, you know, I still had this strong feeling about this person. And eventually, at one point, I realized, you know, I don't love that person. I was just a little bit infatuated. And I matured and saw that, you know, there's more to life than just really liking one person. You know, there's a lot of people in the world, and just because you found one person that you like doesn't necessarily mean that's going to be the only person, and it doesn't necessarily mean that's going to be the only time you're going to feel feelings like that of someone. And I definitely know that that's not the case, because I've felt much powerfuler things for other people, and I now know what those feelings were. So when you're young, you know, you don't know, you have no experience with like the life in the world. You know, you're only however many years like old. I'm only 21. I've got a lot to learn, I'm sure, still. I'm not saying I know everything. I fucking definitely don't. But all I can say is throughout high school, things are going to happen. Things are going to make you happy. Things are going to make you sad. And especially when it comes to relationships and feelings. And you're just going to have to ride it out, look towards the future, see life as a beautiful thing. And one day you'll look back at it and go, why did I ever worry like that? It didn't mean anything, and it was nothing to worry about, and it was just a good life experience for me. All right, next question comes from Getting the Jet. He actually donated on the stream very recently. He gave like I think it was like £25 or something. I was like blown away. And he made me, he said specifically in his message, buy some packs, and we got a bunch of legendaries and a bunch of cards from that. And I was really like grateful for that. And I'm never going to forget his name now. I've added him on Steam as well, because he asked for that. And yeah, Getting the Jet is a very active person in the community, and I've seen him on a lot of my videos and comments, and I've seen him there for years now. I swear, I think it's been like 2 years he's been watching. So shout out to you, Getting the Jet. Thank you very much for watching the videos, man. I really appreciate such a loyal viewer. All right, so he asks, would you ever consider doing a vlog series? I know not all YouTubers can do it, like do interesting vlogs and vlogs all day and stuff. But I mean like vlog mail and more of a frequent thing, like going into public and showing us what you do in your day. Yeah, I think it's a really interesting idea, and I would like to do that kind of thing, but I don't know whether I could. I don't really have enough to show you, but I think what I would do is just be like, this is what I'm doing right now, and explain something to you, and maybe cut a few of those segments together from one day and put it together. I'd like to try that, and it may be something I do in the future. So thanks for the idea. It's definitely something I'd like to do. He also asked a bunch of other questions, but I can't really spam you with that. We're already at like 10 something minutes now. All right, last question comes from Murakna. I know you've said some things about Eurogamer, but could you give us some more detailed stuff? For example, what are your plans with arriving and leaving London? Where are you staying? Who is coming with you? What are you excited about? A little bit stalkerish, okay, this question. And I thought it was just important to mention it. There is a vlog that I've talked about Eurogamer before. I'm sure he's probably watched it based on his comment. Basically, we're going to be going on the Friday and Saturday of Eurogamer, and we may be going to London on Thursday and leaving on Sunday, for example. But I actually really doubt we're going to be going to Eurogamer on those days, but we're just going to be around London because it's mostly an experience for us to meet our friends. We live far away from each other. For example, Duke lives in Finland and he's coming over, so we want to spend time together. We're really excited about Eurogamer, and we're really excited about meeting viewers. We're really excited about playing games, but most important to us is seeing each other, hanging out like the friends we are, and doing it in person as a rare occasion, a rare event, and something that I'm very, very excited to do again. I had a lot of fun last year, and I'm going to have even more fun this year. And obviously, really, really going to be like excited to see more people, more viewers, and yeah, playing games together with my group. Like last year we played Battlefield 4 as like a group. We took up an entire team and we were doing Russian accents down the mic at each other, and it sounded like it was coming through radios because of the sound quality of the equipment we were using, and it was fucking amazing and it was hilarious. And we were just like on the Russian team doing Russian accents, and we dominated the other team. And then when we finished, all the guys working at the stand and some of the devs were just like laughing their asses off, and I got a high five or two. It was funny. It was funny. That was really fun, and I want to have that experience again, I think. Alright, well, yeah, that's like the plan. That's everything that I need to say in this tier questions. Please leave a question as a comment on this video. That's where I'll look through the comments to see questions. That'll be your chance at being in the video, having your question answered. And yeah, that's it. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Hope you have a great day. I hope you had a good weekend, and I'll see you guys next time.